hindi kasi siya nagkaroon ng sarili niyang anak. Tapos ang dami niyang, di ba nga may stepbrothers ako, adopted din yun. Tapos kaming dalawa ng brother ko. Parang he's just given all his life helping these kids, sending us to school, providing everything, sending us on trips. Parang he's just worked all his life to have children. And life is just so unfair. The universe is just so unfair kasi nga wala siyang sariling anak. Pero he's just so good. Like, he loves me. Tapos yun niya yung nakapasok ako dito, when I told him, parang he couldn't believe it. Like, actually, parang mas excited pa siya kay mama. As in, pinagkalat niya kagad. Kahit sabi ko, wala pa nga, excited ka. Pinagkalat niya kagad kung sino-sino kagad sinabihan niya. Pero, alam mo na, oo, pagkalat yun eh. Pero, I love them both. They're both different. Pero, if I ever get married one day, I want them both to be on my side, to walk me down the aisle. Because I feel like my personality is because of him, but the person that I am today is because of him. So they're both really important to me, and I probably should forgive my dad. Hey, I probably should. I will. Paglabas ko dito. But, yun lang. I didn't expect them to be the people on my shirt. Akala ko ibang tao sa buhay ko. Pero I'm glad that I got to talk about them kasi I never really think about them. Like, I always just think about myself. At least I have that. Pero yun lang. Yeah, yun lang. Thank you. Ay, ay, ay. Eh! Si Andrea na lang.
Feeling ko Father's Day ngayon. Father's Day
Gusto mo ba, Gian? Si Andrea na lang.
Ikaw na, Andrea, kasi Pilipino pa umiyak yan. Nag-focus pa umiyak.
Hindi, kaya nga kumagano ko siya yung umiyak. Ang umiyak eh.
Ako rin ko nag-ibigil ako sa mga sosyal.
Gusto ko umiyak ako gagawin.
Bawag na dapat, di ba, Alex? Ganun lang.
Parang ganyan lang.
Pakaibigan niya. Guys. Sarap din. Okay, quiet.
Ang galing? May kamot? Wala naman, pero parang may pantal ka lang. Totoo ba? Papa mo, Kobe.
For a start, he is an amazing person. He's smart, he's wise.
He's responsible and he's super successful. He's literally the person I aspire to be in the future. Wait lang, I'm like scared. Okay, so I used to be his princess. Like, I used to be such a sweet girl at home. Like, I'd always give them gifts. I'd always I'd always make an effort to, during celebrations, like their birthdays, ganon. But then I started to be like a bee. I'm a bee at home. Like, I'm such a brat. Like, until now, at home. Like, I'm always masungit. I'm always mataray. Like, I barely talk to my parents. Like, we're close as a family. Like, we're super close. Like, we hang out, ganon. We have like moments, pero most of the time, we'd have our own worlds, especially me. Like, I'd always exclude myself from them. I'm close with my siblings. I have 3 other siblings. I have an ate, I'm second, I have a little brother, and I have a little sister. do I say? Okay. Kasi my dad is, di ba, he's smart. Like, he always had awards when he was like in college and high school. And palagi kong naging goal, like, you know, to walk up the stage and have a medal. And I've always aimed to, like, you know, when you, like, I'd remove my goal is, like, I'd remove my medal and I'd put it on my parents. Ganon, like, ililipat ko sa kanila. And I did. I was aiming to do that in high school. Like, grade 9, I was honors. But then, then I became, like, academically, I'm a good student. But morally, like, I'm horrible. I cut classes, ganon. I literally cut classes. I got suspended when I was in 10th grade. So, So, because of this attitude of mine, I tend to be so ungrateful sa lahat ng ginagawa ng parents ko. And because of that, like, I'd be so embarrassed kasi I wouldn't have, like, we have a good relationship, but I couldn't, like, I struggle talaga to get close with my dad. Kasi, di ba, I used to be his princess, I used to be his little girl, but then parang, I don't know what happened to me, I became such a horrible person. Now, we drifted apart. And I'm still struggling now, trying to get close with him. So, di ba, I'm in PEP. When I was in grade 9 and 10, kasi school was near lang, like, it's like, from my house, it was like 10, 15 minutes away. So I was too complacent. I would like prepare ng matagal talaga every morning. So I was late. I was always late in school. Then we'd always fight in the morning. Then we'd always fight in the evening kasi he picks me up after training. Like, I finish at like 9 p.m. Ganun, and we'd always fight. And wala lang, like, whenever kasi, like, when my mom gets mad kasi I'm not scared of her, like, parang I'm sanay with her, like, yelling at me and stuff. But with my dad kasi, it's when, like, it's really serious. Not that hindi serious yung sa mom ko, but like with my dad, he barely gets mad. And parang, after training, syempre, cause I'm tired, ganon. And, like, if I'm being honest, my coach before is also strict. Like, minsan, napapagalitan din ako sa training, especially when I was a new member. Like, whenever na I'd be done with training, I'd be super tired talaga. Because it was all new to me, and then we would fight pa. So yeah, syempre nakaka-discourage. Although he does support me sa lahat ng achievements ko. Like, I know that for sure. But yung, yung iba sa inyo, like, my dad doesn't, you know, show affection. He doesn't, like, he barely shows affection. Like, I can't even remember the last time he told me na he's proud of me, ganon. I can't remember. And, when I joined PBB kasi, like, this is what happened. Like, there was a 1-minute video, diba? Then I told my mom about it na, oh, mommy, I'm gonna try. Ganon. And she said, okay, sige, you can go try. Ganon. Then when I got in, like, the next few rounds of the audition process, we had an argument, me and my parents. Like, they were saying a lot of things na parang, you shouldn't, like, my dad said na, like, what do you want? I parang, like, he said na, wait, I'm trying to remember it. Parang he said na, so what do you expect? What are you trying to, like, tell us? Like, you want to drop out of because, like, it's a university. It's one of, like, the big schools in Manila. And parang I really worked hard to get into that. Although it's not my dream school. I wanted to go to the blue school, but I failed. So, yun. Like, well, oh, wait lang. Ito pa. Wait. Back. Okay. It was my 18th birthday, so it's debut, diba? And I'm not trying to, like, badmouth my dad. I love my dad, ganun. My parents. Parang, there was, like, a mini program during my debut. Not as my celebration. Then, parang over dinner when we were talking about it, my mom said something about, ay, baka naman I said kasi na, oh, do you wanna like say a message to me during the program? Then my mom said something like, oh, parang I don't wanna cry, ganon, like she doesn't wanna make drama and stuff. And my dad was quiet lang. And then my ate was saying, kasi me and my ate were planning, and my ate was like, oh sige, wag namin na. Then parang I got bad trip, ganon. Then I told my sister na parang, why wouldn't they want to like say a message to me, diba? Cause like, I don't know, since I barely hear those like sweet words from my parents, since I barely like get those things, like it was my 18th birthday. It was like I barely celebrate ganon with my friends and families, ganon, blah blah blah. And then my sister was like, oh, we're just gonna surprise them. So okay, I expected. When my ate, I was celebrating na, this was after dinner, my 18th birthday. Wait, sorry if it's so iba-iba. I'm trying to like gather all the, parang, my ate like called my parents, ganon, but then, they didn't say a message to me, like they just thanked the guests, ganon. Like, I don't want to be demanding kasi they already paid for all the expenses. So I was like, okay, sige, fine. So yeah, I didn't get the message from them. And it was one of the things na I expected to like receive since it was my 18th birthday. So yun. Although, right, like, my dad kasi talaga, parang we don't have anything in common. Like, even my mom would say na, whenever my mom would say na, oh, like, she'd say na, okay, like, parang me and my dad, they're, like, always fighting at home. Like, kunwari, like, parang every little thing I do is, like, a problem to him. I don't know why, but, like, that's why I barely open up to my dad now. Like, kunwari, in the table, like, he'd get mad at me over something so small, like, or if like, kasi whenever he'd get mad at me, I just like, my thoughts would go blank lang. I wouldn't even, I try not to cry. Like, I hate crying in front of my dad. Kasi I don't wanna show na I'm greatly affected by the words. So yun. So yun, basically, me and my dad aren't super close. In general, kasi I told, like, in the audition na, me and my family are close in general. But, like, individually, I'm siguro, like, sometimes kasi diba, I have other siblings, I would always compare na I'm their least favorite, like, I'm the least child they love, ganon. And it's always something na, I've always had a problem with that. Kaya I'm an overachiever in school. Like, I started doing commercials. Like, I tried to like have good grades as much as possible. Ganon. And yun lang, like parang I couldn't like, parang hindi ko, like, I just miss being my dad's princess, ganon. And I hope na we, someday, like if my dad's watching, I hope someday he could like, it's so hard. I hope someday we could put aside our differences, and I hope na I could finally like open up to him. I could finally talk to him comfortably. Like I wouldn't feel like I have to force myself in my best behavior. Like, of course, I have to be my best behavior talaga at home. But yung parang napipilitan na ako just so that I wouldn't get scolded, ganon. Because I hate it when he gets mad at me. And yeah. But I love my dad. He's such an amazing person. And siguro it's just how he is. as a person. Like he's not, parang he doesn't show affection and stuff. But yeah, but he's a good provider. He's a good dad. He's a good husband to my mom, and I'm super proud of all his achievements. And I, of course, I still have hope na we could get closer. I mean, it's not too late to do that. My dad's young pa naman. He's like 49 ata. He's kinda young. So yun, like, yun lang. I don't wanna, thanks. Huh? Who wants? You. Gian.
Andy,
Seriously.
don't cry.
Hug, hug.
Andy, don't cry. Andy, don't cry. Andy, don't cry. Wait, can I use the toilet? I'll use the toilet, I'll use the toilet.
Huh? Sipon ko. Ikaw na.
Ikaw na pinili, dali na.
Bakit? Hindi nyo alam?
Nakarelate ako.
Si Andrea, ayoko pong yak. I know. Pistor ka rin ko. This is my story. Sana naman gwapo dito yung papa ko. Father lahat. Baka.
Ay, sa tanaw mo mo. Kaya sa kayo. Go, G.I. Uy, Kobe, pagdalik. Isa-isa. Kapatid.
Titingnan ko na. Oh my God. This is a zombie. Charot. Charot lang gani. Kagwapo ani. No, I'm gonna cry ano. Ang liit. What? Hello guys. Charot. Baka makita kayo ng ano. Teka nga lang. Tabunan natin ha. Charot. Alam ko. Ang hirap. This is my child. Don't look this. Charot. Charot lang gani siya. Hindi ko naman talaga tatakpan. Ang gwapo kaya nito. Moday niya akong ano. Moday niya ako. Ay, ito nga pala ang aking. So man, uy, wala dyan mo yung mga ano. Asa? Bakit? Maliit pa talaga ako. Kukuha mo na akong tissue. Baka tutuloan ako ito. Kuya, ito nga pala yung father ko. Ang pangalan niya ay Jose. Totoo bitaw, Jose. Jose Armel. Gusto ko kasing tumawa muna bago umiyak. Ang gwapo niya. Hindi ta mahuman ano itong trabaho, di ba? Okay. Ilom na dara ako, Bi. Mangingisda siya. At lasinggero siya talaga. Dati yon. Nung I was kinder pa lang ako, nasubukan ko na